A long time ago, a little bird lost a grain of food inside the hollow of a tree. When it returned and demanded the tree return its grain, the tree laughed and said, "Why should I give it back? Go away." Angry, the bird searched for someone to help. It flew to a carpenter and pleaded, "Cut this tree down. It took my grain and refuses to return it." The carpenter laughed. "Cutting down an entire tree for a single grain? That's ridiculous." Frustrated, the bird flew straight to the palace and begged the king, "Your Majesty, punish the carpenter. He refuses to cut down the tree that stole my grain." The king looked at the tiny bird and shook his head. "You traveled all this way for such a trivial matter? I can't punish the carpenter over a single grain." Rejected once again, the bird refused to give up. It approached the elephant handler and said, "Tomorrow, when the king rides the elephant, make sure he falls off." Shocked, the elephant handler asked, "Why would I do such a thing?" The bird, determined, recounted its entire story. But the handler shook his head. "I won't harm my king for something so small." Now, at its breaking point, the bird sought out an ant and ordered, "Crawl into the elephant's trunk and make it panic." The ant hesitated. "Why should I do that?" The bird narrowed its eyes. "Because if you refuse, I can swallow you in an instant." Terrified, the ant rushed to the elephant. The elephant panicked and ran to its handler. The handler ran to the king. And finally, the king summoned the carpenter and commanded him to cut down the tree. But just as the carpenter raised his axe, the tree shouted, "Wait, I'll return the grain." And so, thanks to persistence, the little bird reclaimed what was rightfully its. The story is a powerful reminder of how intelligence and determination can turn the tide in our favor. At first, the bird seemed powerless against the mighty tree, the skilled carpenter, the powerful king, and even the enormous elephant. Yet, by using its wit and persistence, it created a ripple effect that led to a solution. This teaches us a valuable lesson. When we feel weak, we must use our minds and stay determined. Not everyone will care about our struggles, but if we know how to connect the dots and apply pressure in the right places, we can make things change. The bird didn't cut the tree itself. It influenced others to take action for it. The story also reminds us that no problem is too small. A single grain may seem insignificant to others, but to the bird, it was everything. In life, don't let others dismiss what is important to you. Stand up for what matters. Most importantly, this story highlights the power of influence. If we know how to persuade, we can turn people around us into allies and achieve our goals. The final takeaway? No matter how small you are, with persistence and intelligence, you can accomplish great things.